So my name is Joey, and this is a Perfect Competition video brought to you by the Economics Tutoring Center at Arizona State University. So first we're going to be going over perfect competition. And so there are four main characteristics for perfectly competitive firms. One, there are many buyers and sellers in the market. Two, there are homogeneous products, which means that for each firm, whatever product that they're selling, it's the same across all firms. Three, that there is free entry and exit into the market. That means firms can enter the market or firms can leave the market without barriers for them. And four, there is perfect knowledge in the market, which means that both consumers and producers have the same idea of what's going on. So here, this is going to be our market for plain white t-shirts. So here is a normal demand and supply curve that you've seen in a number of other microeconomic courses. And if you want another more intense lecture on what's going on here, please check our earlier videos. So here, when supply and demand equal each other, that's when we have equilibrium. So here in this market for plain white t-shirts, we have 20,000 t-shirts selling at a price of $5. So in a perfectly competitive firm, this price is going to go over here, and this is going to be the price in the market. So because each firm is selling plain white t-shirts for $5, the marginal revenue that they're receiving is going to be the price that's in the market and how much they're selling. So what happens is the price in this market is also equal to your marginal revenue curve, which is also equal to demand. So now what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be showing you guys an explicit example of when a firm is making economic profits and what happens in the market with that. So first, we have our marginal cost curve. And our marginal cost curve just represents the change in costs of producing another good. And then here we have our average total cost curve. Our firm is going to profit maximize and loss minimize when marginal cost equals marginal revenue. That is the stopping point for firms. What that means is when marginal cost equals marginal revenue, the amount of money that is being made per product is equal to the cost that it takes to make that one product. So if our marginal cost is greater than our marginal revenue, if we're producing more of a good, we're actually going to be losing more money because it's going to cost more than it is that we're actually going to be making. So again, marginal cost equals marginal revenue. That is the profit maximization and loss minimization point. So we can tell that this firm is experiencing profit by just doing our simple formula. So profit, which I'm going to be using the symbol of pi to represent, equals total revenue minus total costs. And just a little reminder, total revenue is equal to price times quantity, and total cost is equal to average total cost times Q. So our total revenue, price times quantity, and our quantity is, we have a price of 5 and our quantity is 20. So our total revenue is going to be 5 times 20 minus our total costs. And so our average total cost is $4 at 20 units, so it's going to be 4 times 20. So if we do a little bit of mental math here, we have 100 minus 80, which gives us an economic profit of 20. So because this firm is experiencing positive economic profits, we actually start to see a number of these perfectly competitive characteristics take place. So one, because there's perfect knowledge in the market, firms realize that there is profit being made. So firms, because there's free entry and exit into the market, are going to start entering in the market for plain white t-shirts. So what happens to our market supply and demand curve? Supply will actually shift to the right because of the entry of firms into the market. So I'll show this right here. The supply curve will shift to the right, and we'll get a new supply curve that will look like this. So now we have a new quantity, which will be 30,000, and a new price at 3. So I'll just draw this line over, and now we have a new marginal revenue, demand, and price curve. So now we can see this firm is experiencing 0 economic profits because the marginal revenue, the marginal cost curve, and the average total cost curve are all equal to each other. Again, total revenue minus total costs equals profit. So here, at a price of $3, we're saying this firm is now selling 15 t-shirts. So total revenue is price times quantity, which is going to be 3 times 15. Minus our total cost, which is going to be 3 times 15. So 3 times 15 equals 45. 3 times 15 equals 45, which gives us 0. Which means that firms in the long run in perfectly competitive markets will earn 0 economic profit. Hope this helps. If you have any more questions about perfect competition, please come see us at the Economics Tutoring Center. Cool.